Three things that you need to know to avoid scams. Three things you can look for to kind of decide if you're getting a parrot and the website, is it a scam? Is it not a scam? Because I recently had someone ask me, they were looking for a parrot, a golden conure. Golden conures are hard to find. And then I saw this ad for an African gray. How do you know when it's a scam and you're gonna send thousands of dollars and get nothing in return? Hey guys, I'm Kaylin, the author of the Parrot Bliss Bond. I have over 20 species of parrots. Parrots are my bliss. Make sure to get my book, The Parrot Bliss Bond, or my up-and-coming book. It's going to be released in the next couple of days on African capes and African gray parrots, getting to know them. Also on Amazon. If you want to get blissed out and if you want to look, kind of know what to look for in a website so that maybe it'll help you understand whether or not it's a scam, then you're in the right place. If you know that this is Quantum, my African Cape parrot, then thank you for being here. Hopefully you're already subscribed. Thanks for hanging out. Let's get scamming now. All right, guys. The first thing that I want you to look for if you're looking at a site or something is whether or not there's a U.S. address. So basically, obviously, this applies if you're in the U.S. I don't know what it's like when you're not in the U.S., but the reason you look for a U.S. address is because that's something that makes it a little more legitimate. I would also make sure to call, although it's really easy to set up a temporary or false phone number kind of thing and answer the phone. But definitely look for those two markers, because when there isn't an address, one of the things that happens is that means that their merchant provider isn't requiring that their website have an address. And that means that they don't have a merchant provider that is a little more into protecting the customer. So there are some more common merchant providers that web-based companies use, and they have like a list of things that the website has to have in order for them to be able to take a credit card. The merchant provider looks to make sure that you have an address, that you have a return policy, and I don't know what other things, I forget what other things, but that means that that's something that you can look for. If they don't have a physical address, like how could they have birds? Like how do you know they're not stolen, or how do you know that they actually really have birds? So that's your first marker to look for. Number two, when they have a really low price. African gray parrots right now in Florida in the US are going for $6,000. And by the way, here in the US, we cannot legally import, and I don't know whether or not we can export, but we can't import parrots. So if someone abroad tells you that they're going to send you a parrot, don't believe it, because even if they send it to you, if you get caught trying to import a parrot, I've heard it's a big fine, jail time, I don't know. And I don't think you're going to get the bird. So you're going to get in trouble, and it's just not worth it. You're better off making sure that you have someone reputable in the US, or you go to an exotic bird store in the US. Fly to Florida. I know it sounds a little crazy, but if you're adopting a new member for your family, I think it's worth the flight. What's up? Hey, Quantum. Hi, babe. Hi, Quantum. How are you? Are the Indian ringnecks making you nervous, huh? There's one up there. He or she, who is it? Who's up there? Someone's just taking a bath. Oh, it's Milo. She likes to take baths in that rainwater. Yeah. It's worth taking the flight and going and picking your bird, and that way you're getting a bird. The exotic bird stores here really have them, so you can do some research online in advance, find a store that has the African gray or whatever bird you're looking for, and then plan on coming out and picking it up. That way you don't lose the money, because otherwise, if the price is too low, it's too low. Why would someone sell their African gray in the website I saw for $600. Now, it's possible that this is an advertisement that's really legitimate and it's made for outside of the US and they're intending to ship outside of the US. I don't know, but it came up and I was like, you know what, this is a really good example, and it's been up, so I wanted to talk about it. So really low price and tame, you know, it takes more than that to feed them and to take the time to take care of the parents, hand feed the babies. I'm just not convinced that breeders are really going to make money anyway. What you doing? You're supposed to be in the video. So really, if the price is too low, expect, and if it's a tame bird, who has the time to sit around and tame them and not charge you for it? So, I was trying to get quantum in the video. Look for those to be scams. Number 3. The website I saw had a health guarantee. I have to tell you that most of the exotic bird stores that I know of, they don't offer a health guarantee. They may test birds from a breeder so that they know whether or not that breeder has a disease. They may immunize some of their parrots. There's a few there are a few vaccinations that you can give a parrot, and so they might have that. The parrot store may tell you, you know, yes, this bird is in good health, I guarantee it, until you take it to the vet, and you have 48 hours to take it to the vet or something like that. But basically, a health guarantee is a little too good to be true. So hopefully that gives you a sense of a reputable person isn't going to say, I guarantee nothing. But it's kind of close in the sense that they're going to say something like, look, I hand fed this baby, I took care of this baby, I see nothing wrong, the parents are fine, they're healthy. But the minute the bird walks out of like my environment, I don't know what they're going to run into. I don't know what you're going to do with the bird. So like, I can't guarantee what's going to happen to the bird when you have it, and who knows what you're doing to it or with it, right? Like, and by to it, I mean, like, I don't know what you're going to feed it. Maybe you're going to put it next to an unhealthy bird, you know, so it's kind of hard to guarantee much because parrots, they do get sick easily. They are susceptible to things. You do have to give them the right diet, that kind of thing. And so when a website sounds too good to be true, you know, low price, it's tame, it's perfectly healthy, we guarantee it's perfectly healthy, just send your full payment here, and then you'll never hear from us again. I mean, you could just hear it going together. So my point is, those are markers to look for. Again, no address, no US address, and no return policy. Number 2, you know, because their policy may be once you bought the bird, that's it. But like, they look to see that they state a return policy. Number 2, sounds too good to be true, right? The price is too low and they say they're tame. And then number 3, they have a health guarantee. When you're looking, you know, when you're looking for markers like that, it's going to help you make a wiser choice, because there's nothing less blissful than getting nothing and just spending, you know, so much money. So I'm hoping that that helps you really be wise about looking for your parrot. I'm going to have to look for mine because mine has now abandoned me. But seriously, he's just having fun. Thanks for joining me in this blissful video. Again, you know, really look carefully. Look online to see that they have some social proof. Look online to see that some people, you know, look to try to talk to someone. I mean, that's what someone did. They reached out to me and they were like, hey, do you know this store? Do you know this person? Because I don't want to just lose my money. And I'm like, you know what? I don't know them, so I can't say yes or no. Try this person, you know, try this store, because like, I know this store, like, I know that they do a good job. So try to talk to someone, like, you know, and get a reference. And I got to tell you, scammers, they'll put on fake reviews. So don't just look for that social proof. Try to actually talk to someone. Thanks for joining me in this blissful video, and make sure that you get a blissful physical parrot so that you have a parrot to bond with. Bye.